Happy holiday. Happy holiday.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
About to bring us in. I was just waiting on people to come in.
Yeah.
If a insurance policy becomes classified as a modified endowment contract, excuse me.
True peace, true peace, true peace. Let me go ahead and do the prayer. Open us up real quick. Happy holy day, peacemakers. Give me 1 second, Noble. All right, here we go. Begin our prayers and thinking by using El Kalum, the All, prayer of the Ansars. O Heavenly One, the Most High, who is sustainer of all the worlds, we do accept the duty you have laid on us to clean up the filth made by the West and its non-submitting fools. O my sustainer, we beseech you to keep your hand over us, to control the streams of the courses of our lives. Our sustainer, and if we do wrong, please show our divine blessings and forgiveness on us. You are the only one that can raise us true followers of the news bearers, and in thy name we carry on. True peace.
True peace.
All right. Go to these 19 affirmations. Happy holiday, Noble. What you been up to? All's well?
Yeah, happy holiday. I've been exercising, man, and eating less, you know?
Good, good.
Getting the body healthy.
Yeah, I need to be doing the same. I've been working, but I need to increase the intensities and kick it up a notch.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, I need to get like you. You might as well
Yeah.
jump on the temple room, Chief. Go ahead. Go ahead, Noble. What you about to say?
I was saying I just gotta stay consistent with it every day,
Yes,
you know?
yes, that's what it's about. We I think we got some stuff in there about working out in our guide to better living. I think if it's not available yet in the website, I'm gonna put it up there in the temple library.
Okay.
Yeah, the website is fully up now, secure.
Okay. I've been saying Kenneth, man, he been killing it with the juicing, you know?
Yeah, I'm about to start putting that in and see if I can get, not even, but I mean, I don't mean not even, but I mean if I can get that in the other marketplaces and stuff like that, we about to get going. We can get this stuff shaking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Person
'cause them
juice like
juices,
that every day or
juice,
drink
man.
and eat like that. You'll be healthy, you know?
Yeah, and we using our own product and our own stuff. Like them juices is gonna hit, for the community. Have everybody, with invigorating and motivated, happy, more positive sales is flourishing and opening and creating a better environment. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Yeah, the website it's up it's up now. It's like more secure, and people can actually book. They'll be, they feel safer to book the session, things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to. I was just about to add, like right before we remember that we was had to do holiday. I was just about to add the. I was working on adding this link to the court page.
Man, I'm glad we can hold our own courts, man. Consular court, man. That's what's up, man. In our own jurisdiction.
Yes, it's important, Noble, for real, because woo, I'm telling you, it's it's crazy. We gonna be getting our blue stickers soon, and just make sure we keep our temple dues and all that, in alignment, temple tax stuff, and
Oh yeah, that's
go over there.
important. Yeah, we just, what I'm saying, trying to take it, one day at a
One
time, and
step at you already know.
but
You already know. No rushing the greatness, man. You can't rush the greatness. You can't rush greatness. It looked good though. I don't know if you let me know what you think, but it's looking good. The site. I just want to make sure next is the Grand Major Temple. We get that going. Like, man, that looking good. I don't know if you can see the temple, the Grand Major Temple link on there.
yeah, it's a
Don't work.
pop up when you go to the site. It pop up right in the front and say like learn more. You know.
Are you actually able to go to it?
Yeah,
Oh, so you can see the red. The site is like red.
yeah, yeah. And then it got
Okay,
like the flag on there. It got the crescent moon with the 6 point star, and then also the crescent moon and the 5 star. I saw on there.
okay. Because I'm not. I don't get to see what y'all seeing. It's not showing up for me for some reason. That's good. That's good. As long as it shows up, it don't. For some reason, they got me blocked from seeing it.
Really?
Yeah, it won't allow me to look at it.
Mm.
But that's good. As long as it's taking y'all to it and y'all get to see it. And
Yeah.
we just need to work on getting the security protocol for those hyperlinks ready. Make sure they secure.
Man, it
That's
looked
gonna
good.
take.
I just went back and revisited it again. You know what I'm saying? And we need all of this. And this is one stop shop. You go right here to the World Temple and get everything you need, and it's online. How can you beat that?
Yeah, yeah. You learn about the world government, everything. Moorish, tribal,
Hmm.
even the tribe. Yeah, and the banking, IDs, license plates, everything.
The World Passport,
Yeah,
and then for ministers, we could do the marriage, perform marriage ceremonies, and have a world marriage certificate.
yeah. This is wild. Yeah, it's getting wild, B. It's getting wild. I'm liking it though, yeah. We getting there. Have you seen the insurance? The community insurance. Have you seen that?
No.
I've been working on that today.
Okay.
Let
On the
me see.
Grand Major Temple, I was mistaken. It wasn't the star and crescent, was the saddle on there. The logo.
Oh yeah, the Circle 7.
Hmm. But yeah, man, that's a star release. It's been promoted and people knowing about it. You know, just everybody see it as soon as they go to the World Temple, I mean, Holy Temple.
Yeah, this is major. This is major. We can send all of the ministers around just that as the core, the temple, and it acts as a virtual temple for us. And
I
then
know, man. Right?
we got
Yeah.
the Grand Major Temple, taking them, keeping them simple. That's why I wish I could see what y'all seeing, cause on that, just keep it simple, basic. You know, that's the headquarters, boom. Then you got the international, global, and reaching out to the people
Mhm. Mhm.
of the entire world. So that way, now we can reach Moorish Americans, Moorish Asians, and Moorish Africans all over the world.
Yeah. We got. I heard we have some Moors in Europe too.
Yeah, Asia. That's still Asia.
Oh, okay.
Tawny Moors.
Yeah.
They call Tawny Moors. Yeah, it's the Patreon. That's what we gotta grow. We grow the Patreon so that way people get used to paying their temple dues, and then people just get used to working here. Like we work, you know how we do work together. Civics 101 is pretty much the course that's open on Friday and Sunday for people to come in and learn, ask questions, and then we want people coming in with questions. Learning about what we got going on. Yeah, because it's important how people get involved and participate. They'll get it, soon enough. Like when they being forced to.
Right. I don't know if that's soon enough. You know what I'm saying? You should wait till we forced to have to conform to something. You know, while it's early in the game, we should jump in. You see what I'm saying? And then we'll be ahead. And when the transition happens, we already ready to work it. You see what I'm saying?
Bro. Yeah, I gotta train you on the CES now, cause I need uh, me, you, Miss Debbie to get it going. You start really intaking the clients. I think I sent you the link. I want you to take a look at it. Tell me what you think.
Uh, you remember some stuff about the CS. I mean, it'd be good to go over it again and brush up on something I know, then learn the stuff that I don't know. You know,
Yeah, sir.
I'm ready, bro.
Yeah, we about to do this.
hear me?
Yeah, I can, put your pitch.
Okay, I just put the Bluetooth on and headset on. Yeah, man, even the sun hitting different right now. We had like 4 planets that's been in alignment, and we in
Damn,
alignment.
yeah, for real. Divine, baby. Now we can say we got a government website official up and running.
Oh yeah.
Ecclesiastical government. That's nice, though. We official. Official. Now we just need to get this transportation certificate. Then let's say, man, you can start the bank,
Okay.
start dealing with each client one by one.
Yeah.
They can jump Telegram, everything on here. It's like a one-stop shop.
Mm-hmm.
And the books, we just start producing books, clothes, whatever. I can add it to the temple. We're gonna put everybody's stuff on. All right, what you need? You need some Hebrew stuff? Got you. I got you. What you need? You need some Panthers? Need some Panther clothes? All right, I got the Panther slacks right here. You can go to the go to the temple and order you some Panther slacks right here. Yeah, they can buy the world currency book, PDF. It's gonna be them eulogy books it's gonna be the major.
Right. It took me a minute to understand everything too, because I mean I had to learn a lot of stuff, man, these past 2 years. You know, what I mean, I knew a little something, but we don't know everything. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's
And
right.
then we start realizing there's so much that we still have to continue to keep learning every day. You know?
Right. That's why the
Yeah, man.
tribune is important on the day to day during the week. That's why that's important. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm. Otherwise, you just kind of get left behind, or you hop in and then you hear people talking and you don't really understand what they're saying, and you kind of like just lost. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, what is these brothers talking about? It sounds good information, but I just don't understand. You know?
Yeah, boy. We love. Oh man, it's gonna get good.
That was what was good about Phoenix, because see, he would have some classes like on, I think, Tuesdays and Thursdays or something like that, or Mondays and
Yeah,
Wednesdays.
and where we doing things now with the clubhouse, that's even more perfect. That's even more perfect.
Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, like you say, same thing. So then a person can, tune in on that, keep listening, keep studying, keep listening. Then you got any questions, ask a question to help you with the part that the gap that you might have, you know.
Yeah, now we ready for all them people that he had, him and Tiger. Now we ready. Can teach them step by step, and then we get the coordinator stuff done. All we gotta do is work on the WCBA at this point. Build up the Credit Banker Association and anti-deluvia. So everybody start paying to become a private banker. You know what I mean? Or some type of minister or whatever.
Well, I still got a link, man, a WhatsApp link that is connected to some people, man, from his group. You know, I can start sending some links, you know, to bringing people that was from that group this way, you know.
Oh yeah, it's needed.
The network, even though in his absence, people still been around, you know, still, staying active, so to speak. It didn't totally just fall off completely. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why setting up the portfolio the way we're doing is important. Because we helping everybody, even like the people that want to figure out how you make money doing what we're doing, promoting yourself. We showing you how to brand yourself, especially as a minister. And it don't
Right.
matter who you're working with. It don't matter if you Nation of Islam, whoever it is, your background. Like
Hmm.
I'm not getting in between if y'all with this group or that group and all of that. That ain't
Yeah, I see what you're doing, bro. You know, that's what I think separates it from other organizations, because this other organizations is like almost like having being from a certain set. And if you from this set, you don't mix with this set, and you don't do this, and you don't do that. It all tie in together, and then
like
at the
spiritual
same time,
gangbang.
right? And then it elevates you higher than even that, whatever particular, you know, school of thought, because it's all coming from the same source anyway. We are the same people. Why would so-called Black Hebrew Israelites be against uh, Moors when we the same people, we the same family? Or why would somebody who's NOI be against Moors? Or why would Moors be against Nuwabians? You know what I'm saying?
It don't even make sense.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, okay, we got this. Okay, we understand that. Now we gotta go to the next level, because at some point, man, we had spells that was cast on us. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely with you.
Right. So now, we wasn't even like that. We was all part of the gods and the goddesses, and then next the spell got cast on us. So now we waking up and we seeing what it is, and so we gotta even elevate higher. And so, some people didn't even know it was a government, a theocracy, right? Then we didn't even know that it was a nucratic government. You know what I'm saying? So just like in the stages that we go, there's certain information that's not taught in the NOI that's being taught in the MSTA. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So if you have both, okay, I got this information, I got this information, I understand it's all one Asiatic nation, though. You know? And like I said, some stuff that the messenger was kicking, I'm reading about it from Z York. He's talking about the same information. You see what I'm saying?
That's right. Put the information in there.
Right. So I'm like, okay. And some people don't know that it is that you are taking it there. They think maybe you just only MTSA. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. Well, you got to come in somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And even the Bible said that we can practice our own customs and traditions, right?
That's right. That's right.
But a lot of stuff that he brought also, it was a part of it wasn't religious. It was civics, and civics isn't religious. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But we need that part too. Who can we get that from? Who brought that? Who brought nationality?
That's right. That's
So it
why you the
all
world
starts.
professor.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? So like, how can you go against that? You know, you gotta accept that. That's part of our salvation, man. You know.
Yeah. As much as they try to deny it, it is what it is. That's why we supposed to be reading and setting the record straight, because the master teacher was affirming a lot of the things that you know the prophet was saying. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And we supposed to be setting the record straight for everybody. You know,
Mhm.
we all come along with. We can get along. We can keep
Yeah,
on.
man. It's all right there, man. In the circle seven, Holy Qur'an.
Matter of fact, let's go ahead and read that divine constitution right on time in the 19 affirmations real quick. We accept this fact, the daily affirmation of loyalty of the children of the Elohim. We accept this fact, the eternal laws of nature as revealed through science, past events, logic, and common sense, revealed as right knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. We accept this fact, the highest laws of nature is the cooperation and harmony of all living things. We accept this fact, our way of life as a means to the best end. We accept this fact that loyalty is the greatest of all honors and treason is the worst of all crimes. We accept this fact that what is good for the Holy Tabernacle is the highest virtue, and what is bad for the Holy Tabernacle is the ultimate evil. We accept this fact that the Holy Tabernacle is the finest and noblest organization for all humanity created by circumstances, and the ancient and mystic order of Melchizedek is the noblest of fraternities on and above this planet. We accept this fact that creativity, love, and cooperation are the essence of success. We accept this fact that truth and facts are always and has always been the originator and creator of all success. We accept this fact that all worthwhile cultures and civilizations came about from the ancient Sumerians and Kamite Egyptians and Anunnaki, or Elohims from the heavens, without which there would be none. We accept this fact that for the Holy Tabernacle to survive, expand, and advance, we need first of all a revolution of values and thoughts, which must start within each person by being truthful with themselves and about themselves. Therefore, we completely and categorically reject all myths, fictions, religions, and lies that have not been proven. That would include your heavens, your hells fires and brimstones, your horn and pitchfork devils, your winged angels, and your old man God character sitting on the throne up there somewhere. We deal strictly with facts. If you can't prove it, we don't want to hear it. That doesn't mean we won't listen to you. Just don't expect us to accept your beliefs by virtue of a title such as Reverend Pastor, Deacon, Imam, Sheik, Rabbi, Minister, Theologian, etc. That is your sensationalism, and we deal with just the facts. We accept this fact that the only true revolution is a war of good against evil, right against wrong, fairness against unfairness, loyalty against disloyalty, sincerity against insincerity, honesty against dishonesty, and this war is fought within each person amongst the agreeable and disagreeable Elohims that make up your willpower. We accept this fact that the unity of our community and its success will only happen with cooperation with all involved. We accept this fact that the total unification of all humanity on the basis of truth, that is, accepting people and races for who and what they are, respecting their culture, their languages, and their beliefs, and expect the same. We accept this fact that the human race, its biological and cultural heritage is now under attack by our own morals, our self righteousness, our desire to control industry, and these things attack the very existence of humanity. We accept this fact that males as well as females are equal in all things and should be dealt with as partners in all matters. We accept this fact that no one race of people is better than the other. In fact, no one wins the race in racism. We accept this fact that communication between different people is the cure to the ignorance that breeds the disease hate. We accept this fact that a good and well-rounded education could prevent most of the ignorance that plagues the world. We accept this fact that the all is just that, the all. You can't take from the all, you can't add to the all. We are all within the all as one. That is our concept of what you call a deity. To the fulfillment of these facts, we children of the Elohim forever pledge our lives, our sacred honor, and our spiritual zeal. Rabat, true peace. Gagatep. I'm gonna read the Divine Constitution and bylaws by the Divine Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Act 1. The Grand Sheik and the chairman of the Moorish Science Temple of America is empowered to make law and enforce laws with the assistance of the Prophet and the Grand Body of the Moorish Science Temple of America. The assistant Grand Sheik is to assist the Grand Sheik in all affairs if he lives according to love, true peace, freedom, and justice. And it is known before the members of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Act 2. All meetings are to be open and closed promptly according to the Circle 7 and love, true peace, freedom, and justice. Friday is our holy day of rest because on a Friday the first man was formed in flesh, and on a Friday the first man departed out of flesh and ascended unto his father God Allah. For that cause, Friday is the holy day for all Muslims all over the world. Act 3. Love, true peace, freedom, and justice must be proclaimed and practiced by all members of the Moorish Sons Temple of America. No member is to put in danger or accuse falsely his brother or sister on any occasion at all that may harm his brother or sister, because Allah is love. Act 4. All members must preserve these holy and divine laws, and all members must obey these. Obey the laws of the government, because by being a Moorish American, you are a part and parcel of the government and must live the life accordingly. Act 5. This organization of the Moorish Science Temple of America is not to cause any confusion or to overthrow the laws and constitution of the said government, but to obey hereby. Act 6. With us, all members must proclaim their nationality, and we are teaching our people their nationality and their divine creed, that they may know that they are a part and parcel of the said government, and know that they are not Negroes, colored folks, black people, or Ethiopians, because these names were given to slaves by slaveholders in 1779 and lasted until 1865 during the time of slavery. But this is a new era of time now, and all men now must proclaim their free national name to be recognized by the government in which they live and the nations of the earth. This is the reason why Allah, the great God of the universe, ordained Noble Drew Ali, the prophet, to redeem his people from their sinful ways. The Moorish Americans are the descendant of the ancient Moabites whom inhabited the northwestern and southwestern shores of Africa. Act 7. All members must promptly attend their meetings and become a part and parcel of all uplifting acts of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Members must pay their dues and keep in line with all necessities of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Then you are entitled to the name of faithful. Husband, you must support your wife and children. Wife, you must obey your husband and take care of your children and look after the duties of your household. Sons and daughters must obey father and mother and be industrious and become part of the uplifting of humanity. All Moorish Americans must keep their hearts and minds pure with love and their bodies clean with water. This divine covenant is from your holy prophet, Noble Drew Ali, through the guidance of his father God Allah, Islam. All right, 5 fingers up, 2 fingers up. I'm gonna say the Moorish American prayer. I'm gonna kick this thing off. Allah, the Father of the universe, the Father of love, true peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my guide, and my salvation by night and by day, through his holy prophet, Noble Drew Ali. Amen. Islam. So yeah, they supposed to be reading, setting the record straight, because the master teacher then went into detail. Let me reset the room real quick. Welcome to Unity Temple number 24, the Moorish Science Temple of America, the World Temple. We are a chartered and incorporated temple of the Moorish Science Temple of America. And you can join us by clicking the green mansion at the top and, join it. Or, the pinned link in the room, holytemples.org. And, go through the website, make a donation, make a pledge, whatever it is you want to do. We have free civics 101 courses that are open for everybody here on Friday and Sunday to come in, learn more about how to become a member and how to proclaim your nationality and change your status and things of that nature that our peoples, say that they, have their head bent upon. Well, you have the proper information here and you're getting it the best way and best fundamental way that you can get it possible. So with that, true peace, and we're gonna kick off today. Happy Holy Day.
Happy holiday.
Yeah, but the master teacher was, letting us know, bro, it's important to read to set the record straight for the purpose of, like you were saying, who brought the civics. You see what I mean?
The prophet.
The prophet. That's right. So the master teacher, basically letting it be known, the prophet was right about, setting the record straight with our nationality. And and then in the template scroll, I have something in the template scroll that came from the master teacher that just goes directly into what he actually said. I'm gonna see if I can find that. Yes, in the template scroll, you can find a copy in the school. It says, "Listen to reason." No, that's not. That's not what oh. Yeah, it says, "Listen to reason." Noble Drew Ali pointed out a truth that all of us who are so-called leaders, as well as those striving to be one, that he is right and exact about our ethnicity and nationality. Truth is truth. We are Moors. We must use this acknowledgement to aid in reclaiming that which is rightfully ours. The flag of Morocco as used today, red with a green interlocking five-pointed star, is simply that, the flag of Morocco, not a omniversal flag of the Moors, which is black, red, and green, and you may add on it the symbol of your choice, or you can have your own tribe, spiritual group flag, but his history, his story and our story proves this flag was introduced into Morocco in 1912 AD. First, the flag was all red flag, which developed with the Alawites. It the Alawites, Alawites or something like that. I'm trying to pronounce how they pronounce it. It really has nothing to do with George Washington chopping down any cherry tree. Uh, Continuing on, it says, the Moors who came over to America from Morocco have their flag flying in Washington, D.C. The Moroccan flag, this does not go for all of us. They and us are the indigenous people here, and it can be found in documents, and they are exempt from Jim Crow laws. The Alawites invaded Morocco in the 17th century. The descendants of King Hassan II, son of Muhammad V, who was a pale Arab, straight hair, and more of a leaper than original Nubian Ethiopian Moor. He was either Berber or a Arab invader. They are the ones who introduced the red flag and then the interlocking five-pointed star, which is known as the Green Salaman Star from 1912 AD. Morocco was put under French rule, and the red flag that you see today was brought in. The red flag with the white star and crescent used by the Nation of Islam and taught to be our flag is mistakenly a Turkish flag, as their founder, Master Fard Muhammad, was a descendant from the Turks. That also is not our flag. Marcus Garvey was taught by Deuce Muhammad Ali, who also taught Prophet Noble Drew Ali, who taught W.D. Fard, and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. They raised the flag of the Mahdi of Sudan, Muhammad Ahmad al-Mahdi, of 1845 to 1885. The word Sudan comes from the word Aswad, from where Aswan comes from, the seat of Karnak in ancient Egypt. The original Moors were called Sudanese or Nubians, but not on documents. In the belly of the beast, America, the flag that was introduced in America by Deuce Muhammad Ali, 1886 through 1885, Noble Drew Ali's father, Deuce, was an Egyptian Nubian, and the flag was black, red, and green with the spear of the Hadendawa tribe called Fuzzy Wuzzies. Known for their thick, woolly hair in urban cities, it is known as Afros. The upright crescent being we are a combination of many denominations and perceptions, we use our original flag, black, red, and green, with the holiest of all symbols, the Ethiopian Ankh, as the key to eternal life. And this is our flag as the Imperial Crown Providence Pitchnobian Empire. What time is it? Empire building time. So that's pretty much the statement from the Templar Scroll. I scribed that in 2016, 17. And so that was to give us, further direction and directive, as the master teacher pointed out, because, we need to understand how to, properly move. And the fact that the master teacher was pointing in the direction that, Noble Drew Ali was right and exact about our, nationality and what it is that needs to be done. For that, that way we all as a whole unit and conglomerate could understand and form together to get done what needs to be done.
Yes.
Because our people moving more with this thing as a competition thing more so than cooperation. Spying on each other, all kind of crazy crap going on. Ridiculous. That's why we just stay there. For real. And do the work. Islam. Oh yeah. And then, the literature by the prophet is what we're supposed to be gathering around. This literature right here is our literary. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Got taking it, understand the importance of it. But I'm gonna read the warning from the prophet real quick. Yeah, especially the sermon, but the revealing, and us having real reason to be reading this Quran and understanding it. The everlasting gospel. We don't get what that means. All right, the prophet warns all peacemakers and Muslims. This is to be read in every meeting and temple service. The prophet said, I hereby inform all members that they must end all radical speeches while at work, in their homes, or on the streets. We are for peace and not destruction. Stop flashing your card at Europeans. It causes confusion. Remember, your card is for your salvation. Failure to obey these orders will be of severe consequence. We are for love, true peace, freedom, and justice, and when these principles are violated, justice must then take its course. Any member or group of members who hold malicious feelings toward the temple or the prophet or violate the divine covenant of the Moorish movement will receive their reward from Allah for their unjust deeds. All true Moors will and must obey the law as laid down to them by their prophet. If they lose confidence in their prophet, they should turn in their card and button, cease wearing their turban and fez, and return to the state where I, the prophet, found you. This is a holy and divine movement founded by the prophet Noble Drew Ali. And if the prophet is not right, the temple is not right. The prophet therefore is sending out the divine plea to all Moorish Americans that they do their part in protecting their prophet and the temple. This is an everlasting movement founded by the prophet through the will of Allah to redeem his people from their sinful ways. True peace, Noble Drew Ali. So the prophet actually left a real divine plea for us.
No doubt.
And I'm going to go ahead and read that real quick. The divine plea. instead of a lot of stuff that people be having issues with is right there in the literature from the prophet. But then don't read the literature from the prophet and wonder why all the confusion is going on. Because y'all not circled around the messages from the prophet.
Right. I understand. I think that if a person use their intuition and they really study, that they will get it. You know,
Oh yeah, most definitely. Especially if they
like
actually become a part of a real spiritual space and temple space.
right, and keep your mind and your heart open. But if you like, you're not open, and you're dogmatic in your belief system, or you feel like you got the ultimate truth, and this the be all end all, then you won't get it. You know.
Yeah. Open up. It say the prophet makes a plea to the nation. I'm gonna go ahead and read the plea real quick. Squeeze it in. The prophet says, our divine and national movement stands for the specific grand principles of love, true peace, freedom, and justice. And I, the prophet, am applying to all loyal, faithful Moors, members, and the American citizens to help me in my great uplifting acts of uplifting fallen humanity among the Asiatic race and nation. For I have suffered much and severely in the past through misunderstanding of what the movement was dedicated to. It is the great God Allah alone that guides the destiny of this divine and national movement. I know all true American citizens are identified by national descent names to answer and apply to the free national constitution of this free national republic of the United States of America. That's why I'm calling on all true national citizens to help me morally and financially in my great work I am doing to help this nation. For without a free national name, without a descent flag of your forefathers, there is not a national divine title of the government in which we live. This is from your true and divine prophet unto all American and foreign synthesizers, Prophet Noble Joe Ali. So this was the plea from the prophet, the plea that was signaled in the warning that's to be read every every meeting and temple service. So this plea to the nation was this, as he was saying, pretty much help me. That's the plea, that's the cry. So the prophet came saying civilly, help a brother out. And then the prophet came with a divine warning that, is not being taken heed to, because he reiterated that plea. And we're supposed to read the plea, which signals off for us, understanding the reason why the prophet was giving us these warnings and the divine warning from the prophet for the nations. Because we still, down to this day in 2022, still dealing with these issues currently.
Right.
So if we read the words from the prophet, the divine warning from the prophet, we'll understand why the prophet left us with the plea that's supposed to be read in every meeting. So the prophet said, if you don't trust the prophet, you don't have confidence in the prophet, turn in your turban and fed. which technically means you don't got confidence in Allah, because the prophet should be able to turn you away from the divine source. Should nobody be able to turn you away from doing the work and being in the communeship of the people of the divine source? Nothing. And you can say whatever you want to say, as far as they like, as far as in regards to how people talk in general. But in all, there's nothing that can be said as far as that, because anything of the lower self and lower vibration is not going to be taking place in a space of real high vibrational energy and things of that nature. Or you're not gonna really be able to stop it. You can probably stomp out some of the positive energy there, but you're not gonna stop the movement per se. That's nature itself. Nature don't work against itself. You're only working against nature and working against yourself. So it pretty much goes. But the prophet affirms what we're saying in this literature, in this literary, because, like you said, he calling on everybody to help morally and financially. So that was the civic side, and now we're gonna go into the divine warning from the prophet, which is basically another continuation of the warning that is, given to the nation. And there are other warnings on here, but in other, spoken oraclings that are in here. But these oraclings are technically directed toward the actual people in the temple. Now, the people that are outside the temple, the prophet speaks to them as well, but it's real short-lived. So I'm gonna go over that first, and then we can go over the divine warning, because we want to understand what was the divine message that the prophet was trying to give, right? As well, as everything else, that goes into that. So the prophet speaks to the nations, and he states, if you have race pride and love your race, join the Moorish Science Temple of America and become a part of this divine movement. Then you will have race power to redeem your race, because you will know who you are and your forefathers were, because where there is unity, there is strength. Together we stand, divided we fall. Come, good people, because I, the prophet, sent to redeem this nation from mental slavery, which you have now, need every one of you who think that your condition can be better. This is a field open to strong men and women to uplift the nation and take your place in the affairs of man. If the Europeans and other nations are helping me, why not you? It is your problem. The Negro problem is being solved only as it can, and that is by the Moorish National Divine Movement. If you have a nation, you must have a free national name in order to be recognized by this nation as an American citizen. This is what was meant when it said, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all these things will be added unto you, by the prophet. True peace. So the prophet stated that we have to read what the prophet is saying in the divine warning. So we have something to center our messages around in the Moorish Science Temple of America. You follow what I'm saying, Islam?
Yeah, Islam.
And we understand. Go ahead, Islam.
I feel you.
You get what I mean? So we should be all learning the oracle teachings of the prophet, the messages and warnings of the prophet. All right, I'm gonna read this, and then we're gonna go through 25, read the Holy Covenant, go over the covenant, and as well as the chapter 47 and 48, in our weekly reading session. So The prophet said in his divine warning, he says, the citizens of all free national governments, according to their national constitution, all are of one family, bearing one free national name. Those who fail to recognize the free national name of their constitutional government are classed as undesirables and are subject to all inferior names and abuses and mistreatments that the citizens care to bestow upon them. And it is a sin for any group of people to violate the national constitution, national constitutional laws of a free national government, and cling to the names and the principles that delude to slavery. I, the prophet, was prepared by the great God Allah to warn my people to repent from their sinful ways and go back to the state of mind, to their forefathers' divine and national principles, that they will be law-abiding and receive their divine rights as citizens, according to the free national constitution that was prepared for all free national beings. They are to claim their own free national name and religion. There is but one issue for them to be recognized by this government and of the earth, and it only comes through the connection of the Moorish divine national movement, which is incorporated in this government and recognized by all other nations of the world. And through it, they and their children can receive their divine rights unmolested by other citizens that can cast a free national ballot at the polls under the free national constitution of the state government, under the free national constitution of the state government, and not under a granted privilege as had been the existing condition for many generations. You who doubt whether I, the prophet, and my principles are right for the redemption of my people, go to those that know in the city hall, among the officials in your government, and ask them under an intelligent tone, and they will be glad to render you a favorable reply, for they are glad to see me bring you out of darkness into light. Money doesn't make the man. It is free national standards and power that makes a man in a nation. The wealth of all national governments, gold and silver, and commerce belong to the citizens alone. And without your national citizenship by name and principles, you have no true wealth. And I'm hereby calling on all true citizens that stand for a free national government and the enforcement of the Constitution to help me in my great missionary work, because I need all support from all true American citizens of the United States of America. Help me to save my people who have fallen from the constitutional laws of the government. I am depending on your support to get them back to the constitutional fold again, that they will learn to love instead of hate, and will live according to love, true peace, freedom, and justice, supporting our free national constitution of the United States of America. I love my people and I desire their unity and mine back to their own free national and divine standard, because day by day they have been violating the national and constitutional laws of their government by claiming names and principles that are unconstitutional. Italians, Greeks, English, Chinese, Japanese, Turks, and Arabians are forced to proclaim their free national name and religion before the constitutional government of the United States of America. It is no more than right that the law should be enforced upon all other American citizens alike. In all other governments, when a man is born and raised and asks for his national descent name, and if he fails to give it, he is misused, imprisoned, or exiled. Any group of people that fail to answer up to the constitutional standards of law by name and principle, because to be a citizen of any government, you must claim your national descent name, because they place their trust upon issues and names formed by their forefathers. The word Negro deludes in the Latin language to the word nigger, the same as the word colored deludes to anything that is painted, varnished, and dyed. And every nation must bear a national descent name of their forefathers, because honoring thy fathers and mothers and thy mothers, your days will be lengthened upon this earth. These names have never been recognized by any true American citizens of this day. Through your free national name, you are known and recognized by all nations of the earth that are recognized by said national government in which they live. The 14th and 15th Amendments brought the North and South in unit, placing the Southerners, who were at that time without power, with the constitutional body of power. And at that time, 1865, the free national constitutional law that was in force since 1774 declared all men equal and free And if all men are declared by the free national constitution to be free and equal, since that constitution has never been changed, there is no need for the application of the 14th and 15th Amendments for the salvation of our people and citizens. So there isn't but one supreme issue for my people to use to redeem that which was lost, and that is through the above statements. Then the lion and the lamb can lay down together in yonder hills, and neither will be harmed, because love, true peace, freedom, and justice will be reigning in this land. In those days, the United States will be one of the greatest civilized and prosperous governments of the world. But if the above principles are not carried out by the citizens and my people in this government, the worst is yet to come, because the great God of the universe is not pleased with the works that are being performed in North America by my people. And this great sin must be removed from the land to save it from enormous earthquakes, diseases, etc. And I, the prophet, do herein believe that this administration of the government, being more wisely prepared by more genius citizens that believe in their free national constitution and laws, and through the help of such classes of citizens, I, the prophet, truly believe that my people will find the true and divine way of their forefathers, and learn to stop serving carnal customs and merely ideas of man that have never done them any good, but have always harmed them. So I, the prophet, am hereby calling alone. I'm sorry. So I, the prophet, hereby am I'm sorry, let me read that again. So I, the prophet, am hereby calling aloud with a divine plea to all true American citizens to help me to remove this great sin which has been committed and is being practiced by my people in the United States of America, because they know it is not the true and divine way, and without understanding they have fallen from the true light into other darkness of sin. And there is not a nation on earth today that will recognize them socially, religiously, politically, or economically, etc., in their present condition of their endearment, in which they themselves try to force upon a civilized world. They will not refrain from their sinful ways of action and deeds, have brought Jim Crowism, segregation, and everything that brings harm to human beings on earth. And they fought the Southerner for all these great misuses. But I have traveled in the South and have examined conditions there. And it is the works of my people continuously practicing the things which bring dishonor, disgrace, and disrespect to any nation that lives the life. And I am hereby calling on all true American citizens for moral support and finance to help me in my great missionary work to bring my people out of darkness into marvelous light. True peace. So you should see there the prophet is saying that he needs the assistance, he needs the help, right? And he made it, known even further that economic liberation and things of that nature, that is the simple way to taking care of the things that are our mission, as a whole and type of as a whole entire global family.
Yes, I feel that.
So it was made real clear and distinct, what it is that we need to be doing.
Yes, yes, sir, brother.
Like I said, we got something to center around as far as the gathering and things of that nature and what we should be discussing. uh it's a lot of literature to be read and discussed amongst ourselves as a people, and showing actual administrative record of these things, and we recycle this you know for every generation that comes through. And every generation that comes through, we should be getting better, not worse. You see, you know. True peace. There we go. Can you hear me now? You should be able to hear me now. If you were saying something, I couldn't hear you. Yeah. I don't know when I went out, but I was saying I'm gonna go ahead and move to the Holy Tablets. Not Holy Tablets, but El's Holy Qur'an. Pick up where we left off, I think on chapter 10. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm gonna go ahead and read this chapter 10. The Daybreak, which the original chapter is chapter 10. They moved it to chapter 89. And we left off with Al-Lal, the shadow hour period, chapter 9. And we're going to move into Al-Fajr, the Daybreak. Hold on, let me check. Did we go further than this? I think we did, y'all. Yeah, we on chapter 10, chapter 10, y'all, chapter 10. I'm gonna close it out with the reading. All right, so it reads, the Daybreak, original order, chapter 10, the wrong order, chapter 89. Begin our prayers and thinking by using the name of the source, Allah, the Rahman, who is the most merciful, and the Fajr, the last 10 shadow hours of Ithaca. And this is the review before we go into the verse. Is there an oath of you who possesses an overstanding? Did Muhammad not see how the inner sights of Ad was dealt with? The descendants of Aram, the possessor of Imad, and the inner sights of Thamud and Pharaoh, owner of the stakes. Wa and Al-Fajr, the Daybreak, and by the last 10 Layal, shadow hour periods, Itikaf, last 10 shadow hour periods in the month of Ramadan, and by Al-Shaf, the even, and Al-Wata, the odd numbers, the 19th of the 30 shadow hour periods in the month of Ramadan was the shadow hour period of power. And by the shadow hour period, when it passes away, the shadow hour period of power is there in Al-Atad, oath in that, for those of you who possess an overstanding of the forbidden. Did you not see how your sustainer, who is Ra, dealt with the ancient inner sights of Ad, the descendants of Adam, the grandfather of Ad, who are the possessors of Al-Amad, of the tall buildings with lofty pillars? Nothing like this was ever created in any of the other Belads, lands. And the inner sights of Thamud, who cut Al-Sakra, the stones, to make their dwellings in the wide valley, and the Pharaoh, the owner of Al-Watad, the stakes, with which he crucified and tormented inner sights. Now it goes into the next review. So before I go into that, I'm going to go ahead and read this first before I go into the next part of the verse. It says, for the review, it says, they were transgressors. The whip of pain fell on them. Your Rab, who is observing all the actions. Allah gives the inner sights honor. Whoever Allah ordains his rizq with a little sustenance, he says he is disgraced. They don't honor the yatim. They don't even encourage the feeding of the miskin. And you love wealth with a consuming love. So this is proceeding to the verse. Those who transgressed in the lands, so they caused much al-fasad, mischief in it. Therefore your Rab, Adoniah, let the sawat, or the sa'at, whip of pain fall upon them. Surely your sustainer who is robbed is observing the actions of all. Then as for Al-Insan, the Innosites, when his Rob tried him, so he not we, gives honor to him and gives him Na'amah, grace. Then he says, my sustainer who is Rob has honored me. And as for if he tried him, so indeed he ordained him with his provision. Riz. So he says, my Rob, sustainer, Adonia, master, has disgraced me. Nevertheless, you don't even honor the yatim, orphan, and you don't even encourage the feeding of the miskin, poor settlers, and you wrongfully and enviously appropriate the inheritance of the weak, and you greedily love the ma'al, wealth, with an abundant, consuming love. It goes into another review right here. It states, when the earth is crushed to pieces on that day, the Malak, or the Malek, will stand in ranks. Jahannam will come forth open. He would have hope that he was in the ranks of the righteous. The pain of Allah will not be like any other pain. O nafs, at rest, return to your Ra. Enter among Allah's slaves in his Jannat. Nevertheless, when the planet Earth, this is the verse, going into the verse, is crushed to Daka'a, pieces, and when your sustainer, Ra, Ja'a, has come, he can come from one place to another, in the Malaku, messengers, Elohim Anunnaki, or in the Safa'a, ranks. On that day, Jahannam, purgatory, shall Ja'e, come forth. Hell can also come from one place to another, opened. It has doors. On that day, Al-Insans, Innosites, shall Yatazaka, remember, but their Dhikra, remembrance, will be of no use to them. He shall Yaqul, say, oh, if only I would have been in the ranks of the righteous, doing righteous deeds in my lifetime. So on that day, no one will punish like his punishment, and no ahad will be bound as he binds. O you, al-nafs, spirit person at complete, al-mu'minat, rest, dead. Return to your Rob, sustainer who is master, content, well pleased. So enter among my abdi, slaves, and enter my Jannat, enclosed garden. Surika Allahu El Azim. So that was chapter 10. We're going to go to chapter 11. Which is called Al-Duha, the time between Fajr and Zuhur. Original chapter 11, and they moved it to chapter 93. Begin our prayers and thinking by using the name of the source, Allah, the Rahman, who is most merciful. Who is the most merciful? In the shadow hour, this is the review before the verse, before it goes into the verse. It says, and the shadow hour becomes tranquil. Muhammad's Rab is not forsaken him, has not forsaken him. The Arakat is better for you. Ahmad, Muhammad, didn't your Rab give you shelter when you were a yatim, Don't despise the Asla beggar. And Muhammad, keep telling the hadith of the ni'mah of your Rab. And Al-Duha, this is the verse. In Al-Duha, the daytime between Fajr and Zuhur, and Al-Lal, the shadow hour period, when it becomes Sajah, tranquil. O Muhammad, your Rab has not wada'a, forsaken you, nor does he not we, kala'a, hate you. The Rab can hate.
the Rab can hate, and Al Akira, the end is much better for you, Ahmad, than Al Ula, the former life. And your Rab, sustainer, will give you a reward which will please you. Didn't he give you, Ahmad, a shelter when he found you, a yatim, orphan? And he found you, Muhammad, Da'al. So he rightly calmed you, and he found you, Ail, poor and needy. So he made you rich. In regards to the orphans, don't oppress them. And in reference to the Sa'il, Asker, beggar, don't despise or cast him away. And keep telling Hadith tales about the Ni'amah, grace your Rab, sustainer, has shown you. Surika Alahu El Azim. So that was chapter 11. I'm going to chapter 12, which was revealed in 613 AD, called Al Inshara or Al Shara, meaning the expansion. This is chapter 12. They moved it to 94. Begin all prayers and thinking by using the name of the source, Allah, the Rahman, who is the most merciful. And this is the review before the verse. It states, the Elohim Anunnaki expanded Muhammad's chest, and they relieved him of his burdens. They also raised his character. With difficult there is ease. Muhammad, when you are finished with your duties, so work hard to return to your Rab. The verse goes, didn't we not he, Anunnaki, Elohim, Nashra, expand your Muhammad's Sadar, chest, and we, Elohim Anunnaki, relieved you, Ahmad, of all the burdens that surrounded you, which weighed down heavy on your Zahar back, and we, Elohim Anunnaki, Rafa'a, raised your Ahmad's character, so that you too will be remembered for all times. So surely with Al Usra, difficulty, there is Yusran, ease. Surely with Al Usra, difficulty, there is Yusr, ease. So when you, Muhammad, Farakta, have finished with the duties of your mission, then you must for answer work hard and desire to return to your Rab, sustainer. Surika Alahu Al Azim, chapter 13, called Al Asra, the squeezing. Original chapter 13, they moved it to chapter 103. Begin our prayers and thinking by using the name of the source, Allah the Rahman, who is the most merciful. In Al Asra, the squeezing of inosites, soul, it will be squeezing from his body. Surely this is the age when the inosites are overcome by kusra, defeat, except for those who are faithful and amil, work to al-salihat, perfect their beings, and are advocates of al-haq, the truth, and are advocates of al-sabir, the patient or patience. Surika Alahu El Azim. That was chapter 13. This is chapter 14, revealed in 614 AD, and it's called Al Adiyah, the horseman or the apocalypse. So this chapter is called the apocalypse, the revealing, the end, right here. And this is what, like I said, a lot of our people do not go through this in the proper way. So they will be getting these lectures here from us, and that fiery dikra, that reminder of why it's important for us to read together, for us to be able to succeed together. True peace. Begin our prayers and thinking by using the name of the source, Allah the Rahman, who is the merciful. This is the review before the verse. The four horsemen of apocalypse. They will attack at the early daytime hour. They will penetrate in the midst of the gathering. The Enosites is canoed to his rod. He is sharid for the love, which he sees as good. The graves will be scattered. Let me read that one over. He is sharid for the love, which he sees as good. The graves will be scattered. Their master is Kabir of all of their actions. And this is the verse. And Al-Adiyat, the swift panting horses, or the 4 horsemen of apocalypse. Then those who strike forth sparks of fire from their hoofs. Then those that will attack at the subha, early daytime hour. Consequently, they will cause much dust to fly in the air. Then they will penetrate thereby the midst of the Jama gathering. Surely Al-Insan, the Enosites, is verily canoed, ungrateful to his Rab, sustainer. And surely he, the Enosite, is a Shaheed, watcher to that. Surely he is a Sharid, forceful for the love. Surely he is Sharid, forceful for the love of what he sees as Kayir, good. Doesn't he, the Enosite, knows of the time when the Kabur, tombs, graves will be scattered and all will rise up, and the secrets that are kept in the Sadur, chest, shall be made to Husila, manifest? Surely on that day, their Rab, who is master and sustainer, will be Kabir, aware of them, all of their actions. Surah Allahu El Azim. That was chapter 14. Now we're going into chapter 15, called Al Qatar, the utmost. And it got moved to chapter 108. So that chapter number 14 is real heavy. A lot of people are going to miss the power in that. But those who hear will hear, and those who see will see. Begin our prayers and thinking by using the name of the source, Allah, the Rahman, who is the most merciful. And this is the review before it goes into the verse. It says, the Elohim gave Muhammad al-Qatar. Muhammad is told to send salutations as worship, his Ra. The bitter and evil ones who hate Muhammad will be Abtar. Okay, it goes in the verse. Surely we not he, the Elohim Anunnaki, have given unto you Ahmad, the Qatar, utmost. So send salutations as worship to your Ra, sustainer, master, and perform blood sacrifices. Certainly the bitter and the evil ones who hate you, Muhammad, will not have any future, for they are Abtar, cut off. Surah Allahu El Azim. Chapter 16, revealed in 615 AD. El-Takatir, the many gifts. El-Takir, El-Takatir, yeah, the many gifts. Original chapter is 16, they moved it to 102. Begin our prayers and thinking by using the name of the source, Allah, the Rahman, who is the most merciful. This is the review before the verse. The hoarding of the many things preoccupy you until you visit the graveyards. The preoccupation of this world is definitely leading to Al-Jahim. You all will see purgatory with your own eyes. You will be asked about the grace you have enjoyed. Okay, now it goes into the verse. Hoarding al-Takir to Katir, hoarding al-Takatir, the many things of this world preoccupies you until you, Zurtum, visit al-Mukabir, the tombs, graves. Kala, nevertheless, you will soon know all things you did. Thuma, Then, nevertheless, will you know, nevertheless, if you had certainly known the preoccupation, what this world was leading to, you will verily see Al-Jahim, hell's blazing fire. Then you will certainly see it, purgatory, with your own, ayin, physical eyes, what this world is leading to. Then you will be asked on that day about Al-Na'im, the grace you have been enjoying. Surika Allahu El-Azim. I think we read this last week. I'm not too sure. But this is going towards a very heavy point that is should be for everybody's review and should be taken heed to. But we want to keep reading this every Friday. If you got any feedback, please feel free to drop us a message. True peace, peacemakers. Leave a message in the chat real quick. Happy holy day, everybody. Reset the room. Welcome to the Unity Temple, number 24 of the Moorish Science Temple. We are a chartered and incorporated temple of the Moorish Science Temple, and we're teaching our people their nationality and their divine creed, that they may know that they are a part and parcel of the said government, and know that they are not Negroes, colored folks, black people, or Ethiopians, because these names were given to slaves by slaveholders in 1779 and lasted until 1865, during the time of slavery. And this is a new era of time now, and every man and woman must proclaim their free national name. And you can do that by way of joining the greenhouse and catch us every Friday or Sunday where we go over our Civics 101 course, or the link that's pinned to the room. Leave a donation if you support the divine and national movement, so we can keep things moving and pushing forward, one thing at a time, one day at a time. True peace. Thank you, Noah, for partaking in Holy Day with me. Trying to get more people to.
True peace, true peace, true peace. Yeah, man, something happened. I got the app or something shut down for a minute, but I'm back.
Thank you, Noah. We getting a lot accomplished week to week. I'm pretty proud of our progress. That's for sure. And we're gonna keep coming with it. You want to add anything on before I go into the closing?
Yeah, I just like to say nationality is the order of the day, and divine creed of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Those are our principles. And when we get back to who we are and getting our proper status and nationality and of our forefathers and foremothers, that is our salvation.
That's right. I'm gonna go ahead and close this out with a prayer, Noble. All right, begin our prayers and thinking by using El Kalum, the All, prayer of the Ansars. O Heavenly One, the Most High, who is sustainer of all the worlds, we do accept the duty you have laid on us to clean the filth made by the West and its non-submitting fools, to clean up the filth made by the West and its non-submitting fools. O my sustainer, we beseech you to keep your hand over us, to control the strings of the courses of our lives, our sustainer, and if we do wrong, please show our divine blessings and forgiveness on us. You are the only one that can raise us true followers of the news bearers, and in our name, we carry on. True peace. Rabbi. Well, not Rabbi, I'm sorry. Why do y'all? Islam, peacemakers. Happy holiday.